Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. I tried doing this before and I accidentally hit the stop button instead of the pause button. And you guys know I do not redo and stitch and edit and stuff. But I got this from Buerkles Cerakote. I love the knife. I love the blade shape. I absolutely positively am over the moon at the fact that he's trying to do something that's different than the normal same thing that everybody else does. Awesome. The acrylic scales with the see-through where you can see the Cerakoting and the splatter and stuff underneath it. Sweet idea. I think that looks really, really cool. Now, I'm not going to review or make any comments about the sheath. The sheath is not meant for this. He told me that when he was shipping it, he didn't have a sheath ready. So he just used his Crusader XL, I think is what this is for, sheath, which is, as you can see, is like way overkill for this knife. So it slides all the way all around it. It's just a protection while shipping it is all it is. But I like the knife. I'm thinking down and dirty. Ideas, making it better. This, my finger will only go there. My husband's finger to the first knuckle. So using it like this, that's how he would do it, and that would be awkward trying to hold it and use it like that. This is a good idea. The edges may be rounded off, or like, where some knives have like a crown spine, something along that lines there. The pointy, this side isn't near as pointy as the actual tip, but it could, I can see somebody jamming it in their finger. It hurts, yes, obviously, but I don't think they would really cut, but I would be leery of that, maybe round that off a little bit more, but like crowning around the holes. If you want to keep this, the acrylic portion right here is loose because of course it's just screwed in at these two spots. I'm afraid that those little bits might get caught and broken. That's one thing that I do think, and honestly, me personally, I do without this hole. Do the scales out to here and do like a ramp going up, a gradual ramp, and maybe Coke bottle. The scales may feel a little bit better for that. And then if that's the case, where this will kind of creates a hot spot on the finger, that might take care of that. I'm throwing ideas out there of different things to maybe do. And you can always send it to Kelly, and maybe Kelly can put on a different color paracord for you. Just tossing it out there, Buerkles. But which he did put 2 beads on this, which is awesome. Try to see, that one's very cool. But dark black bead, or is that brass? If it is, it's a very dark brass. I think it may be a dark brass. But I mean, it cuts well. It went through the cardboard. Of course, the Cerakoting does have texturing to it, so that you do feel drag. Pretty much to me, the only decent knives for cutting through stuff are ones that are like either hollow ground or flat ground all the way up. And this one with the Cerakoting, with the coating, that's going to kind of catch through some stuff. It's a protection. If you're taking it out fishing or whatever and you're cutting through items and just chopping what you need to chop, oops, you can see some goobers there I got left on the blade. This is what extra coating will do to help protect against it. But one thing, I mean, it is in 1095 steel. I did look that up to see what that was. But And let's see here, I'm looking to see if I still have it up so I don't have to actually get my measuring tape and all that stuff out for that. I don't know if I did or not. Keep it. Let's see here. And this is called the Plague. I don't think I mentioned that either. My computer and I are fighting today. My connection is leaving a lot to be desired. But the blade length is basically 3.3. It's 3.295 inches. And overall length says 7.75 inches. But blade materials 1095. I did have that right. This is a good base. Some tweaks. I like the idea. I love the way it looks. Friggin' cool. But carrying it and using it, this, with it being just straight flat, and it was bothering me after I cut through a couple pieces of cardboard. I'm like, ugh. So I love the knife, love the idea behind it, but I think it does need a few tweaks. Like I said, if you sit there and you kind of do away with this hole and do a small for the scale, continue to scale out here, and kind of then do another one here and then that one, and do a gradual ramp up on that. Possibly Coke bottle, the handles. I think that would make the grip really nice and going through. And that's where I hit that. But like I said, I'm afraid with these little bit of ears, I'm going to call them, because I don't know what else to call them. This is going to get caught on something and possibly snap off at some point. Or somebody may decide to take a grinder to it if they do buy it and go ahead and take that off. I don't know. But rounding, if he wants to leave the hole in here because that is part of his aesthetic, he likes that, having that, maybe rounding, doing the scales to here and rounding everything off a little bit more to make it a little bit more comfortable, because the thickness there to me is awkward. But all in all, I really do like the knife. I'm hoping he continues making knives, and over time, all you can do is improved. And that's the name of the game. Keep doing better and better with each knife you make. And it's something, Lord knows, I wouldn't be able to do. And it takes a special person to be able to do something like that. And I absolutely do love this. And I don't know if you can see it. He does have his BC Buerkles on there. I can't really, I know you're probably not seeing this. But anyway, I appreciate him letting me have this to check out and give. I hate to call it a review because I'm not a reviewer. I know what I like. Okay. What I see that would be more comfortable for me may not be more comfortable for you or other people. For me, that's what all I've suggested. For me, I think that would be more my wheelhouse, would be more comfortable for me. You guys may like it better just the way it is and think it's awesome the way it is. And that's one thing that's great about this. Everybody likes different stuff, so that you can't have a one fit all type deal. But I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble. I know it's gone on for almost 10 minutes now, and all I did was pretty much ramble. But this is a cool knife. I really appreciate him reaching out to me and asking me if I'd like to see it and review it and everything. And like I said, I'm not a reviewer. Don't take me as a reviewer. Please don't. I'm not. Like I said, I know what I like, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm going to sit there and get this packaged up and ready to go tomorrow to the next person that it's going to go to. And I appreciate you guys checking this out with me. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.